big MRMWRW Mafia. It's a whole lot of talking. Fuck is they talking about though? You're big MRMWRW Mafia. Come vibe with the tribe. Kirby, what up though? I'm breaking it down, ground. I'm working my way up. You a way stuck, get your way up. You're looking for pay cuts. I want all of my peoples to wake up. Sleep, Frank Ocean, dig, peak. This not a method of the week. Fools, choose. I'm making a break of the rules. Fools, choose. It's the I'm busting the moves. I wake up like this, blessed. Everything else just a test. Stress was created for thinking the less. I'm with the guards, yes. Fact, me and Kirby finessing the beat. 10 toes, M.R.M. we reppin' the street. I am the chief, this is the tribe. I ended the different electrical side. Come get you a vibe. This is my land, is my only reply.
Yeah, G, what up? Yeah. Back in my bag, no book for the papers. Ain't got time for my bitch, cause I'm running up papers. Just like that I keep the flavors, from the lows to the highs. Man, my niggas elevating. Say you got motion, but you niggas just talk. Big dog in the yard, and you bitches just balk. Look me in my eyes, say it with your chest when you talk. Boys do what they can, and men do what they want. Break that shit down, half O's to the pounds. Put my thoughts to action, Jackson's niggas like the stunt, a different fabric. Magic hat been pulling rabbits out of hat. Trick you out your life, Houdini, Lord Janie couldn't bring it back. Niggas be capping, say whatever when they rapping. Tell your life story, and what really fucking happened. I can see clearly now that the rain is gone. Actions to my words, you can see me here when they play my song. Forever do the man. And Ladybug, yeah, love is love. Loyal to my children, family first, and putting my heart in every verse.
Yo, what's the vibes, tribes? This is I Can't Make This Shit Up podcast with myself, BigChief, never the little one. You hear me? And tonight we got a special guest in our building. But she's not even a guest. This is family. We in Big Mama's house. Fuck am I talking about? We got Empress Aura in the building, y'all. Fuck is you talking about?
You already know.
You should love my sister. Hold up, man. I see. I gotta have this thing set up the correct way where you can get them flowers. Hand class need to be a little bit longer. Fuck you talking about? We got special people in here, but this is Nightcap. I ain't never done no shit like this before, but we were created to create, right? So we just come up with shit randomly. You know what I'm saying? So this is Nightcap with me and my sister Empress and our topic for tonight will be the growth within. We kind of piggybacking off of my sister's platform earlier. And you can give them the topic, sis, we were speaking on earlier. I don't want to mess it up.
So we was talking about basically building a tribe and how it's work. Building a tribe is work. It's just like building a community online. It takes effort. You dealing with different humans, different characters, different personalities. So, at the end of the day, it's like when it's time to build something and you're talking about people who come from all different type of backgrounds, it's a lot of work that has to go into that. And not everybody is willing to put in that work. Circle of the Gods, that's my other bro.
Peace and love, my brother. I tried to hit your line, bro. I hit you and sis.
Facts only.
But I forgot bro out of town right now. I forgot he did tell me he was going to his family birthday thing.
Okay.
Peace and love, my brother. Shout out to King Icon, Circle of Gods in the building. Y'all know the vibes, man.
Okay. Yeah.
Go ahead, sis.
That's what it is. Like, it takes work. And a lot of times we're not willing to put in the work. And that's really just what it boils down to. We gotta be willing to put in that work. And like you said, bro, you gotta work on you first. When you work on you, you're gonna attract everything that you need to attract. Period.
Everything else is gonna fall in place, man. Like literally, that's all you have to do is do the work within self, you know. You know, so like what we were saying earlier, you know, as far as the building the tribes and shit, and you asked me the question, you know, where I think that we should start, and I said we have to start with self, you know, and that's what caused me to do this topic tonight. So, you know, a lot of people, and I mean a lot of people, a whole lot of people, sister, is not doing the inner work.
You know that you still got our last show scrolling on the bottom?
Huh?
The last show we did, the title is still on the bottom. Yeah. I'm looking at, hold on, that ain't what we talk about tonight.
Hey, yo, I can't never get shit all the way correct at one time. I had to have like one slip up or something, bro. It's like it's mandatory for me to have a slip up and shit, bro. Like, what the fuck, man?
I was like, I'm looking at it like then verse now. I'm like, hold on, what did we talk about that the other time?
That's what I was doing the whole time, making the damn. All right, I think we right now. Okay.
All right. Yes.
All right, but where I was at, so I was saying, you know, everything starts within, but it's a lot of people that we, you know, encounter while we running these social media streets, you know, that act as if they're one of us, that they're here to build with the like-minded, the collective, you hear me? But yet that motherfucker got an empty ass bag on their shoulders, sis. You gonna let somebody in your house with empty bags? Because I ain't. And if you try to let them in your house, I'm kicking them out. I'm just gonna tell you right now. You know, I'm kicking them out.
They're not gonna even make it past the threshold.
They can't even come down the block. What you talking about, man? But you know, we encounter, all jokes aside, we encounter these people all day, every day. You know, I told you how I move when it comes to that. When I hear you saying certain words out of your mouth, you entertaining certain, because I look at your page and everything. I see what type of content you post every day or whatever the case may be. If that shit not adding up to who you saying you are, out of there. Out of there, sis. Yeah.
Exactly. So a lot of times people be out of alignment, right? Like, for example, like you just said about going to people's pages and seeing what they post, right? When I look at why a lot of our people is not where they want to be, they'll say stuff like, oh, I do hair and nails, right? And you go to support them, but you look at their content and it's like they posting drama. Why you telling people you do hair and nails, but then when they go to your page, ain't nothing hair and nails going on? You got more drama on your page that you claim you do business on than you got hair and nails. So when you talk about you got to do the work within first, I look at stuff like that, and then it's like, well, dang, I know I could be making more money doing this, that, and the third, but that's not where your focus is. That's not what you showcasing. So how is you going to make more money when you're showcasing to the world more drama than your actual portfolio of what it is that you say that you do? Like you said, showing my knowings, right? So if you're saying that you know something, you're about something, but you're showing something else, you're basically working in opposition to yourself.
And that's bad for business.
To yourself. If you want to be known for something, you have to show what you know. And if you're showing something else, that's what people know you as. So you're in opposition to yourself, because you could be making more money over here doing this if you share that more of that with the world. But instead, you're showing something totally different that has nothing to do with your calling. That's where your focus is at. So how are you supposed to get to the next level if you're showing where your focus is at instead of showing your knowings, what you actually know? Vibe attracts your tribe. We say that all the time. So if you're showcasing this on the forefront, and that's the vibe that you're showing, and that vibe is not really in alignment with who you really are, you're attracting people for that particular vibe. But now if you show people the real you, and it's like, oh, this is actually my ride, then you're going to attract people that go along with that frequency, and then they'll be able to support you more. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what they see. It's like, oh, I rock with this versus that, you know?
Overstood. You know, people got to stand on their craft for what they choosing to present out here. You know what I'm saying? It, like bro was saying earlier, that was on your platform. Man, people, man, I just said I just said certain things multiple times. You know what I'm saying? To the point, I get tired of saying it, but at the end of the day, that's just what it is. You know, I trip off the fact that bro said something about people putting more energy into others than themselves or something of that nature, and I see a lot of that. A lot of that, and then when it comes to these so-called celebrities, like y'all be pushing their shit more than you would push your own people shit. And I think we spoke about that on the last show too, sis. You know, a motherfucker will support a celebrity before you support your own brother or sister. And I'm talking about your blood relatives. I ain't saying just my brother, you know, our spiritual family. I'm saying the ones that you actually blood related to. You won't even support them. You know, you got a whole sister that do hair that sleep in a room right next to you, but you go to the African
stylist on down the road.
You hear me? Like, come on, man. They'll go get their money to the foreigners, though, sis. They'll go to the Africans and get them braids done. You know, you got a whole sister right there.
Even if it's a situation where you like, oh, well, my sister don't do hair as good as the Africans. Let her practice with you.
Right.
Hold on, bro. Go ahead.
Right. But I always found that to be weird to me, you know, and I witnessed a lot of that, a whole lot of that. People, you know, showing more love to others than their own family. You know, I play a victim.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you, sis. Now I hear you. You back? Now you muted again. But I played victim to that, you know, a couple of times, for real, like a few times, you know, like I'm playing victim to that now. Like, I want to be totally honest, you know, I'm playing victim to that now because, you know, I have a lot of, you know, different skills, gifts, you know, talents, or whatever, however you want to put it. And, you know, it's people that, you know, so-called love me, you know, that can put me in a better position with these talents that I have, you know, but yet they haven't. I never questioned it, never even, you know, brought it to their attention, never even spoke on the fact that, hey, you know, I don't even want to have those conversations because I already presented my gifts to everyone. You hear me? Like, man, when I got down this motherfucker, I was stomping the yard out this bitch. Fuck are you talking about? Chris Brown style. What? When people speak on applying themselves to something, what? Applying myself? Like, I wasn't even trying to jump straight on the let me get a job type shit. I jumped straight on me applying my own businesses type shit. You feel me? But then I learned from that, like, okay, it's not gonna go that way for you, BigChief. You know, you gotta get a little gig, man. Try to get your money up real quick, you know, and then you can invest into what you're trying to do. I said, all right, cool, let's go. Did that, you know, 3 different times. Favorite number 3, soul path. Life path number 3, you know, 3 is a very major number within my world. You hear me? I can get deep within that, you know. So I did that 3 times, far as the job thing and me taking that route. I mean, I was just telling sis how sometimes we got to reroute. Shout out to Rowdy Rebel. You hear me? Sometimes we got to reroute. So I had to reroute 3 times, you know. What? Now I'm here. My mindset is here. Where's that? And it's completely here. Like, what? I'm going to invest strictly into my bid, and I'm going to use their system in order to do it. Watch me. I walked my talk out here. You hear me? Fuck is y'all talking about? I don't know what happened, but sis got another joint. Sis?
Can you hear me?
Okay. I guess I gotta take the other one down.
I guess every time I get a call or something like that, it interrupts.
Okay. All right, I just dropped the other one.
And now I can't hear.
We back. But yeah, you can go ahead.
Your sound
now
just
I got
went out.
lost into what I was saying.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Boy, I tell you about this technology. The technology just don't want us to be great tonight, man.
That's crazy.
I'm gonna go out and come back in.
All right. Here they go with the bullshit, man. They always trying to play with us, y'all. Why? Why you always trying to play with us? It's cool, though. You can't stop us.
Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
I can hear you. May the church say amen.
Amen. That was crazy. Like I couldn't see myself. I couldn't hear
Peace
myself.
Love. Miss Cheesecake in the building, sis.
Hey,
I just tried to hit you. I just tried to call both of these people. I love y'all.
Listen, bring Miss Cheesecake up here.
Let me know. I just sent you the link, Icon. I'm about to send it to you now, sis.
Yeah, let's get the tribe up here.
But I don't know if you heard where I was going with it, sis. I was trying to land that far as, you know, people being around us, that see the potential in what we can do, and they have resources, like people that can put you in a better position, but yet they won't. You know,
yeah.
I've witnessed a lot of that, sis, even right now. Like, I'm a good ass cook. Like, I'm the best. I ain't just saying this shit. I challenge a motherfucker. You know, I ain't trying to be cocky or nothing, but, you know, I'll challenge a motherfucker when it comes to that. You know, I am the best at what I do, you know, and I've shown that. Sis, when I got down here, I wasn't looking for no fucking job, bro. When I got down this bitch, I was trying to build my business off the rip. You hear me? Like, I'm creating other shit. Once I say, all right, I ain't going to be able to straight full throttle my businesses right now. You know, this town, yeah. Okay, cool. Let me come up with something else to try to accumulate some bread. Hold up, my apologies. We got King Icon Circle of Gods in the motherfucking building,
Let's
man.
go.
Stop running my goddamn mouth.
What it do, people? What it do?
What it do?
What's the vibe, Stripe?
Can y'all hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Indeed.
Yes, sir.
Hey.
Yeah.
Welcome to Big Mama's house, man. We saved you a plate.
Yeah,
we saved you a plate, bro.
I got back to Jacksonville this morning around about 9 something. So I've been back. I was tied up a little bit. When y'all was going on earlier, I was tied up into some work type stuff.
Yeah, because I pop up for like 2 seconds and then I was like, what happened?
Yeah, I was tied up. I was tied up with some work and stuff like that there. And then it's my night to cook and do some laundry and shit like that. So I was tying that down and doing that. Oh yeah, I'm that type of dude. I'm that guy.
Oh yeah, men do that. Sis, what you looking like that for? I just washed the dishes.
You know, you've been hearing this. Hey, she been hearing this since she met me. I'm that guy. I'm really that guy.
Type of shit, man.
Okay, let's get it.
Hey sis, if you still there, I just sent it to you.
Let's go.
Bam.
Oh, yeah, I meant to tell you earlier. This hat, this fedora, this thing you got going on.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah,
showing y'all he's the man of many hats.
Literally. Jack of all trades, master of none, but I can get in any ring and knock a motherfucker down and slap out his tongue. Shut up! That's what I be telling the enemy. Shut up. I be like a Baptist preacher on them bastards, man. Shut up. Shit, and I love you. Come here, sister, and I love you. You're gonna have to come off this corner tonight. No more ass shaking tonight. We ain't selling nothing tonight. I need you to go on home and tighten on up. We got some work for you to do. I love you. But take your ass on. Hey, brother, come here, brother. Pull them pants on up, man. I'm tired of seeing them dookie staying there drawers you got on. When the last time you paid your brother? Listen, don't worry about that, girl. Don't worry about I got you, bro. You ain't gotta be out here. Come on, I got something for you to do. I want you to meet some people. Because I love you, little bro. You know what I'm saying? When the curtains close, that's the type of shit you gotta have going on. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't tribe up if you're not out there taking care of the tribe. It's
Big
hard.
facts.
It's hard.
Big facts.
Dang, bro, you missed a good conversation. We had about 4 people on the panel earlier.
I know, man. I wanted to be there. I just couldn't. Like my hands.
And
really
I had
tired.
2 of my peoples from my hometown. Boston showed up heavy in the building tonight.
Well, they gonna be where they at? Let's go get them right now. Let's get it.
It was lit. It was definitely lit.
I know my homegirl's on YouTube, but I don't know. Dang, I don't know her name on here. I think it's the same on TikTok, Miss Hartfield. I think MZ.
No, we wouldn't be able to send it from here. We would have to send this link to them on TikTok or whatever.
And she's at work too, so I have to.
Oh, okay.
She'll be good to come on a future show. We have to plan it.
Yeah, they was definitely talking it on a us level. Okay, we got our sister, Miss Cheesecake in the building, y'all. Now the tribe is tribing up.
Okay.
Now the tribe is tribing up.
Let's go.
Peace of love, my sister.
Peace of love.
Y'all see me? My camera look dirty.
Yeah, I can see you.
Man, I said the same thing earlier.
Turn your light on. Put some more light up in there. Need some more light up in the room.
I only got one light. I keep it dim in here.
She didn't want to be live.
Oh.
Bro said, "Oh,
don't worry, I got you. We gonna match. We gonna match a little bit. Oh,
okay, we dimming it up. There we go.
I like that look. Yeah, that was like blue. That was that blue thing right there. What up, blue
and red? We got blue and red in the building.
Let's do it.
Red light, blue light district. All right now.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Gang.
Both sides, icon. Yeah, man. Yeah.
I'm in the classroom. I'm finna mute my mic. I'm in the classroom. I was listening to y'all.
Oh yeah, man. I want to listen to my sisters.
Yeah,
I want to hear my sisters.
Yeah, both of y'all.
But the topic, the growth within, Miss Cheesecake. That's what we on, because we kind of piggybacking off of Sis's topic from earlier about building the tribes, and she asked me a question about where will we start, and I said, everything starts within self. A lot of people not doing the self work, but want to come out here and try to build with others. We spoke about this before, but we ain't never actually make it a topic. So
I got you.
Okay, that's where we at.
Okay. Yeah. I feel like it's a situation to where, like, honestly, when it comes to the connection of building, a lot of people aren't really diving off into that place of self-work because they're afraid of themselves. So
on a big screen, she talking. I ain't talking right now.
Oh, my bad. I'm my apology. You right. Thank you, sister, for reminding me.
Oh shit.
I've been needing that shit.
Yeah, I just feel like it's a situation to where, people are afraid of themselves. So what they do instead of like admitting that, they have a tendency of projecting outwardly onto others. But then, become walking contradictions of wanting to unite. Which one you want to do? You want to build? You want to grow? You want to evolve? Or is it a situation to where you want to self-loathe?
Okay.
Yeah, that's just my personal experience of it all. It doesn't make any sense. It does, but it doesn't.
Keep doing that.
What happened? Something happening with the screen?
No, it keeps switching boxes, but I'm not doing it. See, just did it again. It's tweet.
As long as I don't think it matters.
Word. I mean, I'm here to listen to y'all right now, man. Where we at with the icon? What's your thoughts towards it, bro? Before we just jump all around the board and get into something else, you know how we do.
Well, me personally, I can overstand, understand, understand. You know that all things, if this is gonna be right, it has to start at the central location, which is the self. Really big on that kind of conversation because it's all about self improvement. You know, always keep in mind too with myself because I am limited in knowledge. You know what I'm saying? It puts me in a unique position when I'm bringing forth my own perceptions and my own thoughts about things and how they should be done, especially when that mentality is outside of myself at somebody else. You know, I'm trying to regulate what other people are doing and what they're thinking and what they're saying. And like brother say, if I'm not paying attention to that within my own self, if I'm not working on those negative counterparts that sit at the table and the positive counterparts that sit at the table of your own mind, because all these different energies and frequencies, we got to manage them because we're supposed to be in control of them. If you ain't in control of your own mind, then how can you tell hate and jealousy to shut up? How can you tell any negative thing to do anything if you can't understand what that is within your own self? So we become a living embodiment of the things that we see is wrong. And when you're looking at the picture from the outside instead of the inside, you never get to do anything about it because the individual don't become a participant and just being a good person and doing the right thing because it's the right thing to do. Being humble when it's time to be humble. Always conditioning, training oneself for war when it's time to go to war, but always quiet, meek, humble, and a lion when it gotta be. A lion is when she gotta be. You know what I'm saying? So the mastery of the self is where it has to start. Until that happens, it's comes. And I live for the conversation too. That's why we got YouTube. That's why we got TikTok. That's why we got Facebook. So we can come and talk. But this is just the talking part. Now, outside of that, you know what I'm saying? When the self gets to that part where it can start introducing some of the work because it's been doing the work on itself, meaning I can show and prove that it's things happening. Well, people are being helped, but then that's a thin line to walk on too, because I don't want to do anything for boastful purposes. So I have to always make sure my intent is good, and I don't always get that right. But the majority of the times when I'm focused on it, I get it right. So I mind my damn business. I shut my fucking mouth. I get in my own lane, and I do what the fuck I do. And what I'm supposed to be doing, bringing people together for the conversation. What you do after the conversation is not on me unless you choose to stay behind. Like a brother asked me, said, I really would like to be a part of that circle of the gods, bro. I love what you put down. I love how you do things. I'm like, yeah, for sure. And at some point, we're going to talk. And when it's supposed to happen, it's going to happen. And it'll happen just like that. It might be just one person. One. But for the meantime, it's got to be you. You got to be your own focus. Your own focus. Because ain't nobody coming to help us but self. And then when we get past that, like some of y'all and myself, I'm working with people behind the scene that people don't know nothing about. Y'all work with people, and some of the people that y'all working with, y'all don't talk about all of them. You talk about some if it's a need to do that. But it's always work going on in somebody's life. I may not see all the stuff that's happening, and everybody don't always show their hand. Some people is the spook by the door. They'll come out and look retarded and stupid just so people, oh, you an ugly, dumbass motherfucker. And then on the inside, these the smartest motherfuckers in the world because they playing the game from their position. That's why I had to learn how to shut my mouth and try to see who is the soldiers on the battlefield. And it might not be my way. I might be like, I would never do it like that, but that's not my assignment.
Right.
I don't have their job. I don't know what the creator told them or what the spirit put in them to do. So let me watch it. If it's against the people, then I know. If it's for the people and it's bringing forth results, then I know. Now I can start leaning towards it a little bit. Like right here, I lean towards sis because I've been knowing her for a while. So sometimes when she throws something at me, you know what I'm saying, just to see if I'm up, I might catch it. A lot of times I don't fumble because I supposed to jump on some stuff that I didn't jump on. You know what I'm saying? But that's the relationship we have, and I'm trustworthy in that way with her because we've at least in some places been in the ring together when shit was hot. It could have got ugly. You know what I'm saying? And I'm developing that also with Chief now. Like this is where we see if the rubber gonna meet the road. But
can you hear me?
Yes, I get you.
Okay,
y'all go ahead. Y'all know I got long winds. Go ahead.
No. I didn't want to interrupt you. I just want to make sure because I know I went out and I came back. I wanted to make sure that my mic was on.
Oh yeah.
Okay, but what you're saying is absolutely true, bro. What you're saying is absolutely true. Where y'all at? Why I see y'all avatars? Where y'all at? Is there people making comments? I can't see no comments either.
I am.
Not after sisters, I don't see nothing.
Hold on, I'm here. I don't see nothing on my end either.
Okay.
I'm over here tapping the screen. I'm putting some hearts up in the air. I'm on my other device. I'm sending some 100s and some hearts.
Okay.
I'm gonna leave another message in the chat.
But yeah,
I see some people watching though.
Okay. Hey y'all. Hey people watching.
Peace and love. You know the vibes. Drop up.
Yeah, so earlier we was touching on how basically building a tribe and building a community, it's work. It takes work.
Yes.
It's like it's your extended family, and at the same time you have to deal with extended family similar to how you would deal with your blood family. Everybody always ain't gonna get along. Everybody's not gonna always see eye to eye. You have different personality traits and characteristics you're gonna have to deal with. You got people coming from different backgrounds, different trauma levels. So when you're talking about different life experiences that everybody had to deal with to get to the point where they're raising their consciousness, and like brother said, working on themselves if they have been working on themselves. And you will know if somebody's working on themselves or not based on like how they deal with their triggers. Because a lot of people like to say that word, throw that word trigger around. Oh, they triggered me. I'm triggered. Oh, it's a trigger. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, yeah, but what
they sells for allowing it.
Right. And like, but how do you deal with, I mean, everybody got triggers. How are you with how you're being triggered? And if you are healing, why are you still being so easily triggered? If you know that that's something that you're working on, you shouldn't be so easily triggered. Like if I know I'm working on my road rage, I'm not going to allow somebody cutting me off to entice me to play chicken with them and possibly one of us lose our lives. I'm gonna be like, let them go do what they gotta do. I ain't playing chicken with you. I ain't finna hop out my car and carry on and do all that stuff. Whatever they in a rush to go do, I'm gonna let them go ahead and meet it.
So why not stay away? Listen. Why don't these individuals stay away from what triggers them? So it's like if you know going on social media and getting on certain people's platforms that you know act a certain type of way. Right. Why do that? You know, so who do we really blame? Everything points back to self.
Right.
Because it's like, all right, if you're saying that you're working on these triggers, right? But yet you still choosing to jump on these platforms and get on the internet, you going places where you can be triggered.
Right.
So how are you doing the work?
Well, I mean, you can't really avoid, like, even if you're not in spaces that you know are going to trigger you, you don't know when it's going to happen either. And who's going to be the one to do it. It's random. But you have to know how to navigate yourself in order to maintain. You're going to run into shit that triggers you everywhere. It doesn't matter. I had a situation happen before I came on here. Somebody was trying to test my gangster and get me to react. And I'm like, nope.
Facts only. Facts only. And you know what? Like y'all was saying about somebody, I forgot who said it, but somebody said, oh, Icon, I think that was you. You were saying, well, even though you may not react that way, that's not your assignment. That might be that other person's assignment. So even when we do snap, crackle, and pop and come out of character for whatever reason, I feel like maybe that's ordained for that to happen with that individual too.
I said that. I said that before. I said that to bro Icon we was talking one day. I was like, man, shit. So when I do it, maybe it was meant for me to do that to that person.
maybe nobody ever challenged this person in this way before, and it was time for somebody to get in their ass like you. You feel me?
And here's another point too. I don't mean to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
See, I'm gonna tell you something with me. Like when fire is coming against me. See, it is one thing for me when I'm in the, I don't want to say pulpit, when I'm in the speaker's position, and it's me that's doing the critiquing. Most people that know me, they'll know I start with myself always. I always talk about me because really I'm not here to be getting to no debates and arguments. I got tired of that part of it. I got tired of the disorganization part of that because of the way people think in their mind is always aggression. I lived in aggression all my life. I know what it is. I know what it feels like. I know what it smells like. I know what it tastes like. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like, it's always going to be present. It's always going to be present. You know what I'm saying? But again, when that ball is rolling towards you, like sis is saying, like bruh said, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. Whatever you're putting out in the universe towards somebody else, the shit gonna come back at you 3 times harder. So it's always the self that's being tried. It's always the self.
I like going the fuck off. Sometimes I like
let it go.
I like
learn from that shit.
Sharpening my skills to see if I still got it or not.
Hell yeah. and then become a student of it. And look at the aftermath. Look at the whole process of how it began, because that's where your learning gonna come from. So when we talk about experiences, when Chief always say, "I want to hear what's your experience when you doing stuff." Don't always think because you the one that's doing it somehow you Superman or Superwoman now because you letting a motherfucker have it. Because the test gonna always come back and reflect on you. Because how am I dealing with myself as the chief or the God or whatever it is I'm saying, as the bro always say. Because at the end of the day, a good chief gonna have to have the type of resolve and patience and motherfucking bravado, because it's not just him. He's connecting people, she's connecting people to the core self and saying to the self, if you follow this trend, these are some things that could happen for you, but you got the experience. I can't experience it for you. Nobody can, only you. I just want you to be safe on the journey. They can accept it or not accept it. If they accept it, cool, let's keep going. If you don't, guess what? I'm not shedding a fucking tear no more for now, motherfucker. Not me.
Right.
You gonna get what you earn, and I ain't gotta sit here and keep beating you across the fucking head with that shit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna come to my shows though and do what I do in these spaces and have general conversation for adults.
Yeah. But I'm gonna tell you this right here. Sometimes the leadership role requires teaching a motherfucker a lesson. And I'm gonna say it like this right here. It's like when a kid put their hand on the stove. If they didn't know no better and they keep wanting to fuck around and find out, when they put their hand on that stove, they're gonna be like, woo, that's hot. Better not do that no more. They know anytime they walk past that stove, woo, they don't want to get their hand burnt, they're not gonna do it no more. So I feel like adults are just grown kids. We're grown kids. And a lot of us dealing with those inner child things that we didn't deal with. And so sometimes niggas gotta touch the stove 1 time, 2 times, 3 times. And touching the stove, the proverbial stove, may be, listen, you ain't learned your lesson with them other 2. You didn't learn your lesson the other 2 times you touched that hot stove. So now when you touch this stove right here, when you touch this gas stove, them other 2 stoves was electric stoves. It ain't really do too much damage to you, okay? This a gas stove right here. That click, you hear that click, click, click. You see that fire? You touch that stove and you suffer them 3rd-degree burns. Oh, you're not touching no more stoves no more. So maybe you the person that's the gas stove. Them other people that they dealt with, them was the electric stove tops, the flat tops. It may be their karma or their dharma or whatever for them to come across somebody like you to get burnt, to learn, don't come to this stove no more and touch it again, because you're gonna get your issue if you do it again. You know what I'm saying? This ain't what you want. So let's work on that so you don't meet another gas stove like me. Okay? And sometimes it really calls for that. Sometimes like it's not for you to be the bigger person in every scenario. Maybe 90% 50% of the scenarios, but like everybody got a threshold.
Learn people
know that you are evolving and they tested your threshold because they feel like, oh, this person done evolve so much that, you know, I could push the limit with them because they on this high frequency consciousness wave, and I could just da boom bam. Okay, yeah, but don't get it twisted. Okay, sometimes it be that. Sometimes you have to be that.
Okay. Sometimes it's about peace, be still, and I'll get out here and throw these hands too. So what's that?
Exactly.
Well, I said like this here, that and not a rebuttal or rejection, because everybody gonna be on what they own. Like I said, for me, I live my whole life like that, you know, and that's why I stay focused on that part, because I know when the rage come out, and it does, because I tell people I'm not perfect. You know what I'm saying? I walk these same streets with these same facts with motherfuckers, but at the end of the day, when the light was turned on for me, that everything is a lesson for me, and at the end of the day, irregardless of who started the fight, it's gonna be my fault. That's the way. That's the way I move. I don't put nothing on nobody. I don't blame nobody in life for shit that go on in my life. Whatever I get or don't get is a result of where my mind was at that time. Did I have the information to get me to the next thing? And if I didn't, and let's say I did spaz on the motherfucker, which I've done before, plenty times, and probably will again, I'm a hope at least I can kind of slow myself down or stop myself before it happens, because at the end of the day, I'm not trying to prove nothing to nobody, but myself. Because every time a bitch stress me, my motherfucking blood pressure going up and shit. I'm walking around this motherfucker worried about somebody else's problem, but I got all kind of shit going on right here with my tribe that I could be putting my attention on. That's why in my spaces, it's people, again, ice and fire is the same thing. Both of the motherfuckers will burn you. One is hot and one is cold, but both of the motherfuckers will burn you. I have decided and have chosen to try my best, right, to stay in a lane that when people come around me that be on that bullshit, fuck shit, go ahead and motherfucking go on and just cut their fucking head off. Now, if it's somebody I'm attached to and they just some errant children or something, or errant little brother, errant little sister, I go ahead and paw with them a little bit, keep them in the space, because I know I ain't gonna hurt them for real. But I'm gonna let them run their course, because I understand I've been there. And I'm looking at the road ahead. I got more road to go if it please the Most High. And I ain't finna catch no heart attack for a bitch, not me.
Period.
It ain't finna happen. It ain't finna not with me.
I know with your situation, bro, it's a little bit different, because you know you back in the free world. You got to tote that line. Sometimes you got to let shit roll, right? You got to tote that line. But, and God forbid anybody test you in that way, you know what I'm saying? But you got to tote that line. So I feel like freedom could be taken away or tempted and held above our head like the carrot.
Never. Not for me.
This is what I'm saying right here.
No, whoa, before you go on, because you just said something. I want to make sure I get in front of this. There's no carrot. The things that I'm doing ain't got nothing to do with just the time I did in prison. The prison gave me the ability to be here to do this. When the fear comes, you got to overcome for everybody to get scared. And don't get it twisted. Fear can actually save your life. But when you know better, you supposed to do better. Why the fuck would I be gambling on my fucking freedom with a bitch that ain't gonna bust a fucking grape and just bumping their gun? And if they is them killers, you understand what I'm saying? Why did me and the killer get into it before? I know he for real. Obviously, he got to know I'm for real, because I ain't in nobody motherfucking way. So if you ever come in my space, that means you had to physically step into my motherfucking space. You understand me? Pass on them. Now I go in defense mode then. Other than that right there, I don't want my emotions to be, because they got triggered, to be the leader of my community, because I know what it done to me.
Right.
I can't feel what Charlene feel, or what my brother feel, or what Miss Ches can't feel, but I got empathy because I know we all going through shit.
Right.
And hell yeah, I want to blow a motherfucking cap. But I'm gonna tell you, if you blow a cap, I don't been on the stage with you plenty of time when you don't did it, and you don't see me do it before. Oh shit, bro, finna go. I said, oh Lord, this girl don't fucked up and woke this girl up, and I know she finna go. And boom, there it is. Pow! This one got hit in the mouth.
Listen, Listen, when I say the freedom carrot dangling above any of us at any time, what I mean by that is it's easy for somebody who don't have nothing to test somebody that has something to see what you gonna do, right? So when I say that, yes, it will behoove us to make wise decisions in any situation where you could really be minding your business and really be vibrating at a high level, and it's still a low hanging fruit person that want to come and take that piece from you or test your will and see what it's hitting for. But what is with everything is balance, right? Because a lot of times in the conscious community or the spiritual community, we got all these fancy words now that come with that. Like people will say, "Oh, I'm so love and light," you know, and we got to be honest. We know love and light is not 24/7, 365. You can be love and light for majority of the time, but there's still balance with that. We got to also imbalance the dark as we imbalance the embrace the light. Mm-hmm. You know, everything is balanced. We have a dark side just like we have a light side, and sometimes it's time to be light and love, and sometimes it's meant for you to help somebody balance their chakras.
Mm-hmm. And that's what they're here for in the reality of the situation. The low hanging fruit, the low vibrational people are here doing their job. We supposed to be doing ours. We're supposed to be able to maintain our own balance, our emotional response. Because a lot of people are here to cause reaction. And once you react, you are now a part of the group. You are a part of the chain that never breaks.
Yep.
Wise words spoken, because at the end of the day, it definitely goes right back to what I think all of us are trying to say. Irregardless if you snap or you don't snap, you are the only student in that classroom that got to learn from whatever that was. If you like letting your shit get triggered so you can go the fuck off, that could mean you got a fucking problem, not the other person. Or it could be vice versa. And I think when we really look at it that way, that's why I had to start looking at it like, damn, you know what I'm saying? For as much as I'm giving, how much am I taking? How much am I actually learning this process to where it ain't just every time it happened, I just gotta go. I'm gonna strive. I might mess up still. I might backslide. I don't know what may happen. But my thought process, I'm gonna try to say within my own mind, because I want my frequency to be on positive. That don't mean that it's on positive 24/7. That's like you said, sis. But I want to strive for that in my own head. That's just me within my own self-community, because I'm responsible for that. Right. Nobody outside of me is responsible for that. So nobody outside of me can really tell me, right? But here's the but. But I still got to have enough open-mindedness to fucking listen.
Yeah.
Because you may actually say something that could be valuable. I don't have some people jumping my shit when I was in a position where I didn't have enough knowledge. I was in prison with some gangsters and some killers, and motherfucker had to test my resolve.
Yeah.
But I was fucking up.
Yeah.
It was mean, but I'm trying to use deceptive intelligence, because that's what the fuck it is. It's deceptive intelligence. You tricking your own fucking self. So when a motherfucker come with that goddamn stick and put that bitch back on you, that's when you're supposed to look in that mirror. How did I get here?
Right.
When I got all this other good shit going on in my motherfucking life, how the fuck did I get here?
Bro said, how the fuck did I get here?
And the motherfuckers going on with their fucking life, man, eating bubble gum and chewing popcorn and shit. And a bitch fucked up, or in the fucking graveyard, but motherfucker coming and pissing on your grave, or crying, or leave that bitch raggedy, and don't nobody come even fix the bitch up. So I started looking long range at my shit, cause it's my responsibility. Yeah, it's mine.
Absolutely. I feel like it's a situation to where like people like, for example, the word freedom, right? Freedom is, to me, a frame of mindset, right? Mm-hmm. You could be physically behind bars, you could be physically at your job, whatever it is that's got you confined. Mentally, you're supposed to be able to free yourself. Mm-hmm. But you have people that are going to test you. You have people that are going to absolutely trigger certain parts about you that you might have worked on, that you thought that you healed. That's what they're here to do. But at the end of the day, you have to hold yourself accountable, because at the end of the day, it's all about you. I get into a fight right now and somebody else started it, why did I react? Why did I get upset? What triggered me? Why am I swinging at this person? You got to sit with yourself. And a lot of people don't know how to do that shit because they're afraid of themselves. Because they're going to find out that they're the problem.
Yep.
Y'all on fire tonight. And this is what adult conversations sound like. Like, again, different perceptions, but a family connection. Because I respect what everybody say on this platform. I respect the right for you to be in your own classroom, on your own journey. As a brother, I'm always sit back and say, well, that's my little brother, that's my little sister, that's family, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do my best like I do with my blood family. Yeah. I'm gonna say it, but I ain't gonna try to force, but I'm gonna try to say it in a brotherly way, like, hey, you're fucking up. Well, come on over here for me with a second. So you come down, because I know you finna go beat a bitch up, and if you start fighting, I'm gonna have to fight too. Because that's just how I am. And that might be something that I might have to deal with more myself. I go with the family when they go.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, and they might be wrong than the motherfucker sometimes. You know, but it mess up a lot of different things in the universe for the self. When you keep moving off energy, right, and taking the strongest part of your energy that could be used for more good, you know what I'm saying? Then outcomes don't come out the way that they should, because we really caught up and trapped up in this mind prison of other people's shit that don't want shit.
Mm-hmm. But you know, and maybe this is just me. I'm playing devil's advocate with y'all right now because I like a little bit of chaos energy. And
me?
That's why sometimes my shit be going the way it be going. Because one thing I know for sure, living this life for 41, going on 42 years, whatever way source or spirit can get to us to teach us a lesson, whatever we show is how we learn, it's going to show up more to teach us every time. For example, if source and your spirit guys know, man, the best way for this motherfucker to learn is for them to always fall on their ass. Because it seems like every time they on their ass, that's when they backed in a corner. That's when they learn how to fucking, their wheels go to spinning, and that's when they learn how to really come out that shit. But if you start to learn you don't have to be on your ass to get out some shit, then your lessons in life will not force you to be on your ass and in the corner to learn that shit. If you start to program yourself like, you know, before I get on my ass and get in the corner, I think I could learn from this without having it to go to that extreme, then it's going to be less of those experiences that force that trigger you to go to that corner, right? I feel like I went through a lot of chaos energy in my younger years, and that shit was it was chaotic, but it was kind of fun. So the mischievous of me is like, now I'm in my era of like, everything is so peaceful. Yes. And when I get a little bored with the peace, I might start some shit to have a little chaos energy.
Yeah, and these are facts. I've seen it happen. I don't got caught in the crossfire on some of this shit. So I know she telling the damn truth. Up in here, she ain't never lied.
That's why my podcast is called Talk That Shit Podcast. Because sometimes I just want to sprinkle a little chaos and you're like, okay, we finna turn up. Let's turn up then. What you want to do? What you want to? So yeah, like sometimes I do. That could be also that other side of my Gemini twin. Because one twin is like very reserved and chill. That other one be like, bitch.
I was just about to ask you that. What is your sign?
Bitch, what we doing? You gonna let her talk to you? Bitch, what we do? This nigga, what? Like,
and I'd be like, Lord have mercy. Look at this damn woman, man. Like, hey, Queen, put your gloves up. Don't be the woke. Be Layla Ali today, goddamn. She still be knocking bitches out, but please. But then be like, no, I can't do that, there. You gotta let her go. Long as she end up in a good space, that's family. She good. Like, do your thing, baby. Go and do it.
Yeah. I can absolutely relate to that right there as a fellow Leo with what is my Venus Gemini. I can relate.
Oh, yeah. You be looking around like, damn, it's too quiet around here. Hold on.
Yeah, and you'll find yourself in situations to where you'll create the chaos based on boredom. Honestly, there's no excitement happening right now. Let me start a little something. But then when you sit with yourself, you're like, okay, I kind of fucked up right there. Maybe I should chill out. Let's tone it down a notch. Right. But that other side, though, your shadow self wants to come out and play.
Right. I give you an example. Today, my little friend that I've been dealing with, he was spending time with his son because he spent time with his son on the weekends or whatever. Every other weekend they co-parent, you know, they switch off or whatever. And so they was at the park right across the street from my crib. He hit me like after the fact, and he was like, "Oh yeah," he's like, "I just left." He was like, "Matter of fact, I was right over there by you or whatever with my son or whatever." So, you know, we don't really argue. You feel me? So every once in a while, I be doing little shit to kind of stir up some chaos, and it'd be so funny because like he'd be saying to me after the shit died down, he'd be like, "Why you be doing it?" He's like, "You just wanna." He's like, "Why? We be so chill and you just come out of, you just be trying to look for shit. You just be saying shit." And I'm like, "Yeah, but I'm like, why you take it so serious if you know that's what I'm doing? You just play along, just role play with me for a second." You feel me?
And that's all it be for real.
That's all we want to do, just role play with me for a second. Because I was like, "Yo, how the fuck you was across the street from my crib and you ain't even call me to come outside? Like, where they do that?" I said, "You don't love me. You don't love me no more. You don't fuck with me for real." And he was like, "Oh boy, oh God, here we go again with this." I'm like, just humor, entertain me for a second. You feel me? That's all it be. Because shit be so fucking, it be too small. It be, and this is another thing. Maybe I need to deal with this, right? This could really be a problem because I feel like I've gone through so much chaos in past relationships that I'm trying to recreate the chaos, but not used to having so much peace. So it's almost like, damn, this shit is too fucking peaceful. Like this is how it's supposed to be? Damn, what the fuck? I'm so used to like, I'm used to reactions and drama and like climax and you know what I'm saying, like all this. It's like we ain't doing a roller coaster, we ain't doing all this. It's too flat, it's too quiet, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, maybe my PTSD is, that's part of my PTSD is like, if it's too quiet, I'm gonna make the chaos, I'm gonna orchestrate the chaos on some government type shit. Like it's not even existing, but we gonna create some shit because we just want people to fucking suffer.
And that's all it be for real. The reality of the situation, it's a trauma response. Yes, it is, because I do it too. At the end of the day, when you get used to a certain level of trauma and abuse and all that shit, it becomes a situation to where you're at peace. It's too quiet. Your mind is too quiet.
Blessing says yes, role play type shit. Okay, Blessing, thank you.
Yes.
Can we take 1 second, just 1 second, and acknowledge everybody that's in the space right now? I see some notable people in the room. Shout out to J. Paul. Shout out to a homeboy Christopher. Shout out to Blessings. Majuana, Jane. I don't. Can anybody pronounce? I don't know. Can y'all see who's in the comments?
I think that's bros.
That's Majana.
Majana.
Shout out to my goddess, Aquarius.
Shout out to the goddess. Absolutely.
Peace and love to all. Shout out to everyone that's in the building. I appreciate y'all. Love every last one of y'all wholeheartedly.
Y'all let me know in the comments. I can't see y'all comments, but let me know if y'all can relate to what I said. Do y'all be having, when y'all have too much peace? I know everybody's different, but when you have is there such thing as too much peace? That's like, okay, so for example, if my house is too quiet, like right now it's quiet in here, but my cat's water thing is going on in the background, so that gives me a little bit of it makes me feel better because it's some kind of white noise in the background. If it's too quiet, I have to have some kind of white noise going on, or something. Like if it's too dark in my room, I have to have some kind of light. Like my headboard got a little light on it. I got these LED lights in my room. I just feel like if things are too still, I understand the words scripture say, peace be still. I could be still for a second, but I need that water to move a little bit, just a little. I just need a little ripple in the water. I don't want it to be still for like too long. Just give me a little ripple, not a tsunami, but just like a little small, like you skip a pebble across the water type shit. You feel me?
It's a trauma response. At the end of the day, anybody that has ever experienced any form of abuse or just chaos in general, it is a natural response mentally for us to do that because you're at peace. Your house is too quiet. I can't go to sleep without white noise. I gotta have rain sounds, my fan. Like it's quiet in the room that I'm in, but my son playing the game is something.
Yeah.
But if it's too quiet, I get paranoid. I'm nervous now. Like, what the hell is going on? I don't feel safe.
Yeah. It's too quiet. Yeah.
Well, I know for me, it's like when you go to a place like, is peace too much? For me, when it's really quiet, it disturbs the peace when my demons start talking.
Hello?
Okay, because peace, I love peace. I love it all the time. It's wonderful. I never had it before. When I got a taste of it, I've been wanting more and more and more of that shit. Because your stress levels go down, you get more focused, you get more engaged in your life. But when them demons start talking in that quietness, that shit get real scary because I got to go face some things within myself. You know what I'm saying? That could be still hindering me because they get to talking to you because they see that it wants you still to participate. And Chief was talking about this the other day, like when you coming out of something and you don't been touched by the purifying sun, and you know the dross is starting to come off, and you moving like you're supposed to be moving. Elements be want to pull you back into shit. Yeah. So it'll start trying to connect with them demons inside of yourself. But you know you miss riding on them blades, nigga. You know, but they got them big asses out here. You know what I'm saying, man? Your woman, man, come on, you know she shit, man. I know she be getting on your nerve, man. Old short over there say she want to bump. And then you got to face, because I sit sometime in the quietness, I can be just chilling, and some be like, man, you need to get some money on, like, you know, get a band. You need like 100,000. It's a lot of ways to get 100,000, right? But the chances you gonna have to take to get it that quick, you finna be taking some chances, man. You might not come back from that.
Exactly.
I cut it off, bro.
Go ahead, huh?
I was telling sis earlier, man. These type of individuals, I mean, it don't matter. It don't matter what they delivering, bro. If it's outside of what they're presenting or what they've been presenting to us as a true god or true goddess or whatever labels they put on themselves, bro. If they're doing anything or presenting anything outside of that, I'm out of there.
Yeah.
I'm not having no conversation with these people. Ain't no invite. I don't care who. It could be my mama.
Come on.
Like, there's no conversations. I'm out of there. Like, it took me a long time to get to this point because I am melanated God of love. I really do love everyone wholeheartedly. But I know who's for me and who's not. You hear me? I know who to give that love to and who not to give that love to now. That's the growth within me. You know, I'm learning from these experiences. It ain't about having experiences. It's about learning from those experiences. We all go through them, but who learned from them? Are you repeating them? Did you break those chains? Okay. Love is love.
Love it. Love it. Right.
That's another thing.
Still learning. I know I'm for sure still learning because I be having fun with that shit. I be having fun with that shit. I ain't lying. Like, you know, when you be on social media, it be a lot of trolls, right? So you have your days where you ignore that shit. And then you have them days where you be like, yo, I got time today. Nah, let's go. You want to talk shit? Let me click on your profile real quick, see what you looking like. Oh, you talking shit? You looking like this? Oh, hell no. Hold up. Sometimes you be wanting to feed in the energy just a little bit because like, nah, today's the day. Lord. Right? Like,
everybody got a kill switch. Everybody do.
I mean, shit, I had those days too, where those times where I was flip-flopping back and forth. Sometimes I want to get that type of energy. Like, I've been through those stages too. I promise you I have. But now it's like, I don't even do that no more. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, they ain't meant to continue certain shit. You know, you go through it, you do it, and then moving right along. You're not supposed to stay the same. You know, that's why it's called growth. You know, so we go through those stages. So it's gonna come a time, sis, where you ain't even gonna want to do that shit no more. I guarantee you. Yeah.
But I know, but you know what? I have grown because there was a time where I used to like to fight.
Yep.
So now a bitch can't push me to the point where I want to bash her head through the fucking drywall. You know? And like, I'm not risking my freedom. It's not that serious for me to like beat your ass and go to fucking prison. You know what I'm saying? But I will share words with you. You know?
Oh yeah.
I would definitely share words with you, but even you know, everything everything in its time, nothing before its time. I always say that. Like sometimes when we think we late for something or we missing out on something, maybe it's just not the right timing. Because I know at one point in time when I was very hot-headed, I always said I wanted to get a firearm. And my mother used to be like, God rest her soul, my mother used to be like, you don't need no firearm. She was like, if you get a firearm, you going to jail. Prison, because she said the way your temper is set up, you need to get a hold of your temper before you go and get a firearm, because soon as you get mad, you're going to be ready to pull that trigger. And she was right. Yep. She was right, because when I used to get mad, I used to destroy shit, and that's without me having something in my hand. You know what I'm saying? That's just me using my hands. I used to punch the wall, I used to fuck shit up, break shit. You know what I'm saying? I want to fight, always want to fight. So, you know, when I was in middle school and I was in high school, I was very quiet. I was nerdy. I wasn't that well in middle school. I was nerdy. I was popular in high school, but in middle school I was quiet. But I always had hands though, so people would think, oh, cause she quiet, you know, whatever. And this girl Jasmine, she used to bully me bad in school because she used to just feel like I was just so quiet. I stayed to myself. I just went to school to do what I was supposed to do. Get my assignment, get my lesson, and keep it fucking pushing. And she used to just pick, because I was the tallest in the class. She used to call me Giraffe. Oh, you the tallest one in the class. You a giant. Everybody else this small. You this tall. Da, da, da. And she used to just say she was short. She was like 4 foot something, looking like a Oompa Loompa, real big and wide. And she was talking about how tall I was and how I looked odd out of everybody else, and how I was a nerd. I was so nerdy. She talked about my glasses was thick and like all kind of, she would just say all kind of shit, and I would let it roll off my back. And one day we went on a field trip, and she said my mom forgot to give me some pocket money to get what I needed to get on a field trip. So I'm asked out. You know, this is the time when you still depending on your parents for a little pocket change and shit like that. And so, this was before I even got my little job at the Gap or whatever the case may be. So anyway, the girl, one of the popular girls, was like, "Where's your lunch at? You ain't bring no lunch. You ain't get." I'm like, "No, my mom." So she was like, "Oh," she was like, "You could share with me." So she's sharing she breaking bread with me. She gave me some of her juice or whatever. Here go the bully. She come over there talk about, "Oh, ew, you sharing your drink with her. You don't know where her mouth been." Baby, when I tell you, you see what I'm saying? It's like, sometimes it be the quiet ones. That's why I said, when you see people that be quiet and they stay to themselves, leave them motherfuckers alone, because them be the ones, right? Like, I never that look like they ain't about nothing. Them be the ones knowing martial arts. Them be the ones knowing how to fuck you up for real. Them be the killers. Them be the ones. So fucking, she said that shit, and it just was the last straw for me. When I tell you I almost killed that girl that day, and on that field trip, I got her from the table, and I was like, "I'm so fucking tired of you and your mouth." Da 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 da. Everybody was shocked because they never seen me get like that, and I was over it with her. She passed my threshold, and when I tell you I beat the brakes off that bitch that day, grabbed her hair, swung her into a pole. It was a big a pole in the middle of the floor. I will never forget, and I'm just fucking uppercutting and side punching her ass. And it took 3 grown men security guards to pull me off that girl that day. She was leaking. I didn't even realize till they put me back on a bus. All the blood that was on my shirt and my hands. And when I tell you that scared me, because I blacked the fuck out, and I didn't even know I had it in me to really do that kind of damage at that age. Okay? Yeah. And this is how I know I'm not a cold-hearted person. When I got on a bus and I sat down and seen all that blood on my shirt and on my hands, I was looking at my hands like this, looking at my shirt like, oh my God. The first thing I thought was, is she okay?
I didn't know Mike Tyson had a little sister named Michelle Tyson. The hell?
The first thing I thought was like, oh my God, is she okay? What the fuck did I do? That was the first thought I had. Like, is she okay? Is she all right? And when everybody was loading up on that bus, I was on the bus for about an hour because the field trip had just maybe an hour and a half. The field trip had just got started, but when we got into that fight, everybody got on that bus. They was looking at me like nobody said nothing. They were just looking at me. Some people was looking at me nodding their head like with signs of respect. Some people was just looking at me like they were scared. Nobody didn't want to sit next to me because they see me black out. You know what I'm saying? And I was ashamed of myself in that moment that I let somebody get me to that point where it made me realize when you get that mad in life about anything, you likely to do anything. If you lose control of your faculties like that, where an entity could possess you for a hot second, you likely to do anything. And then when you come to your senses, you be like, what the fuck did I do? I cannot believe I got that much in a fit of rage that I did that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that scared me a little bit. And ever since then, I think I probably got into 1 or 2 fights after that, and that was a wrap for me. I was like, yeah, fighting ain't for me because I know I could really hurt somebody. You know.
I can relate to that. I was bullied a lot in school because I was the nerd. I was the quiet girl.
Yeah.
I was the bookworm. And I got picked on. Oh, you so short. You so light-skinned. Your hair so thick. And it was one little girl. Her name was Candace. She would always make fun of me because of my height. And I don't forgot how it all happened, but I know we was at lunch. And she tripped me. That's what it was. She tripped me. I took off on her ass. I don't remember the fight at all. I just remember being in the office, and she's all disgruntled, my hair all over the place. I didn't care. Auntie comes up to the school, picks me up, and she's like, what did you do? What happened? But that was a lot of built up frustration because not only am I being bullied at school, I'm being bullied at home. Oh, I'm ready to take off on your ass.
Yeah. See? Yeah. So a lot of that stuff be PTSD, honestly, a lot of it. So people don't understand, like, experiences that you go through in life really shape and mold the type of person that you are. Like, some of the things you went through might have taught you to have more patience. Some other things you went through might have taught you to have, more resilience. Some of the things that you went through maybe taught you to be a little bit more bold. You might have always been a girl that was quiet and told everybody yes, scared to say no. Maybe some experiences taught you use your throat chakra a little bit more, open up and speak for yourself and say, put boundaries up, learn how to say no, stop people pleasing, telling everybody yes. There's nothing wrong with saying no, I don't want to do that. I ain't trying to go there. Y'all can go ahead. Like, speak up for yourself. You know what I'm saying? So certain things teach you, like, okay, I can't be like this anymore because it's not conducive to my growth. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Indeed. Shout out to that.
Yes.
Shout out to that. It's so many stories, man. I as I'm listening to y'all's stories, how we all have similar stories. Again, which goes back to the point. We are all faced with the same facts in life because we live in a certain system, right? Capitalism is a system. It has its own rules and regulations and way things are gonna go. That's why when people talk about programming, what is negative programming? What is positive programming? What is a construct? What is man-made construct? What is the Most High created construct? That's why I get involved in conversations like that. That's why I bring them forth. You know what I'm saying? Because the stranglehold is you don't have no choice on whether you're gonna come in this world poor or rich. It's out of your hands. Your mom and your dad didn't, unless they was already in a family that had it all, or they may came from a family that didn't have nothing, or they may came from a family that was real fighters and fought their way out of poverty. We don't know how we're gonna get here, but being a student in the classroom, we go through so many things, and we like when Miss Cheesecake, when she said that she was bullied, like, and people just a bookworm, like that was me. I'm a lover of education. You know, I'm into poetry from a little boy. Been into poetry all my life. Never printed anything out, put anything, but I've done work around people in certain places. But I could never let that come forth in my neighborhood in them projects because, you know, you don't want to be singled out as the little kid, that's the soft dude or something. That's weird. And the big homies was like on some rites of passage shit. Like they roughing your ass up. The way I grew up, they put you in the circle and make you fight.
Yep.
They have you out there playing sandlot football. You too goddamn little. Well, get him the ball, he fast. And they tackle your ass too, and you live. So when you come into an environment like that, and then I'm not with my dad, is not in my life. No, my mom was there, and then, beautiful, beautiful woman. But then my great aunt takes on the responsibility. So your mind is everywhere. You know what I'm saying? I had a complex. I had a friend that used to pick at my nose. You got a big nose. And that used to make me so mad because he picking on people laughing. And me and this joke will fight. His name is Michael Eef, and I'll never forget it. I love him. Me and that brother right there, we was kids, man. We used to fight. I go over to his house, we just start fighting, and then we shake hands and we friends again. But he used to pick on me. And at this time, I used to go home and what happened? He was talking about my nose, or he's called my auntie fat or something like that. And we just be thumping like that, though. Right? And then my auntie sat me down, my great aunt, Big Lily, we call her, and she's known in our neighborhood, my Lily, as we call her. She said, baby, you got to learn how to laugh at yourself sometimes. If you want to take the power away from somebody that's trying to verbally bully you or whatever, learn to laugh at it. Mm-hmm. It's your nose. God gave you that. It's yours. God gave everybody what belonged to them. Don't be ashamed of what's yours. And when you learn how to laugh at yourself, you take the power away from anybody that's trying to bring that noise. And I tried it and it worked. That's why when people be saying little slick ass shit, that shit don't bother me. But you better be able to take it.
Mm-hmm.
Cause when I bring it with them words, don't get any motherfucking feelings like I'm your enemy. Cause you started this shit, bitch. So you better be able to walk with it.
Okay.
Or don't even do it, because I'm gonna have fun with it, and I don't have no hatred in my heart for you. You want to play the dozen? Let's do it. You might get me. Yeah, you might outclass, and I'm gonna learn to laugh, and I'm gonna give you some hand claps. Good job, bro, because I love you enough not to get into nothing, which they just words, bro. And this me. I love what God gave me. It's my avatar. It's mine. So I thank my great aunt for instilling that in my mind at a young age, And I'm still a nerd. I'm still a geek, and I'm into all of that. I love that type of shit.
Here, shout out to the growth. All right.
Shout out to And you know what? I could appreciate the days back in the days where you could talk shit, get your ass whooping, and live to see another day. Mm-hmm. Because today, you got to be careful where you do that at. Certain places they don't play the radio like that. Mm-mm. Like you can't do that shit in Chicago.
Hell no.
Certain places in Chicago, you can't do Certain places in New York, can't do that. Certain place, like anywhere you go, it's just certain places in this climate now where it could be one little joke and you could be roasting. And in the South, they like the roast. That's what they do. But you go to other places, what's acceptable in one region may not be acceptable in another region.
Yep.
So like something that could make people laugh in one setting, they'd be ready to draw their guns in another setting. You know, so that's why you always got to keep your head on a swivel. Where you go, you got to know your role in each environment.
That's true. Because the world is wild now. Like you could say something about somebody's shoes. The dozens is what they used to call it back in the day. All my family is from the South, so we grew up to that. It wasn't no such thing as being bullied for real, unless it was just somebody flat out being an asshole to you. But you have a little roast session, talk your little shit, fight it out, and go on about your day. You might be best friends next week. It depends. Now you say something, the slightest thing, and that's that person's kill switch. They ready to take off. Crazy.
Well, that's a testimony to the fact that climate change. Mm-hmm. Like when I was a little boy, and we're talking about back in the early 80s, that one event that happened. When you learning from your experience and you watching, and you a student of life around you, you start seeing the climate change. What we used to do back in the late 70s as children, early 80s, through on out the 80s, early 90s, 91, I was gone after that. You know, I didn't see the streets no more until 2019. But I see the climate change. Things change. I thought I was a bad joker. I come home and I'm looking at my young brothers, because again, back then we would fight. Every now and again, you might hear somebody got hit with that thing, and then I seen the transition. Then when I was old enough to get out in the streets and we out there playing with them guns and pistols and stuff, a few people got killed. But in today's climate, at an alarming rate, and it don't stop. So you gotta know how to read the climate and understand the changes and move within that. Like that's why I don't go out of my way trying to insult people. I try to stay the fuck out of people's way, because I don't know where you at, but I know where you at. And I'm not trying to bring that out to. So when I see people, I'm gonna be myself. I'm very respectful. How you doing, young man, young woman? How you doing, man? I hold doors for people in the whole nine.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm gonna do everything in my power. Like this, when I was in prison, Joker bumping to you, you bumping into me, I'm gonna say, excuse me, brother. Because you might have just lost your case, lost your mama, lost something, and you might be in a place. But I don't see guys that was on their way getting ready to go home. And I heard many stories in the penitentiaries. Dudes getting ready to go home. A dude just got a life sentence. He around there joking and laughing. I'm going home tomorrow. And don't go, because the dude that just got the life sentence, this bitch insane right now. And you laughing, he finna be in here for the rest of his life, and took him down, took him out. Boom.
Wow.
So it's not a game. That's like the shit is not a game. And I be trying to tell people, like, your life, it ain't got to be in a penitentiary, but make your life where you understand the climate change. No, you can't be Jones with people unless you know who that motherfucker really is. I come in this area and joke with y'all. I can make light stuff, because I don't have nothing against nobody here. I'm not targeting anybody. Y'all, we ain't going at each other. So we can have fun and be the light. If you threw a little joke at me, say, boy, look at you, boy, you got snot in your nose or whatever. Thank you for letting me see that, sis. You know, I'm gonna laugh at it, we gonna keep going.
Right.
But I wouldn't do that with anybody like back in the day, because the climate changed.
Yep.
You know,
you got people out here so mad they will look up your IP address over something you commented on a comment section and be ready to come see you. That's how serious it is now. You got people that really look up your IP address and they will take a comment online. You be like, bro, it's not that serious. It'd be like, man, I can come find you. I can see where you at. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I get with you. And it's like, damn, you willing to drive across state lines over a comment somebody put on Facebook?
They be that invested.
Instagram? That's great. You know? That's crazy. But that's where we at. I done seen it online. Like, I'm like, and I just be wanting to comment back. Sometimes be like, it's really not that serious, y'all. But I said, let me mind my business before they get mad at me. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But that's the world we live in right now. You really, especially when your vision is big and you know you got a calling. Now, I believe when your vision is big and you got a calling, you're gonna be protected. But also, what they say, heavy is the head that wears the crown. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you know you have that calling, you really have to move with a certain kind of demeanor, because I feel like tests will come, and they really do be cats that be trying their best to see how protected you really is in the spiritual realm. They want to test it. You know what I'm saying? They want to test it. So, you know, at the end of the day, I respect what my brothers and sisters is saying. You know, I just be having fun with the shit. I really feel like we in a simulation and this shit is just one big game and one big chessboard. So I be trying to have fun with the shit until we all transition over. And maybe when we transition over, we gonna be on the other side still having fun with this shit. Like, damn, this is what it's like over here on this side. If I knew it was like this on this side, I would have had a little bit more fun when I was in the simulation. You know what I'm saying? If I knew it was gonna be this on this side like this, oh, y'all be having fun like this over here, and we was just really playing a game. If I knew we was really in the simulation playing a game, I would have had a little bit more fun with this shit when I was over there. You feel me?
Okay.
So how I feel like being over here in the simulation. I just feel like until we transition, I just be having fun with this shit. You know what I'm saying? So I can look back on it when God showed me the slideshow of my life, however it go, when you transition, I heard so many stories of people be on the other side. And they say when you die, you see a whole slideshow of your life, your lifespan, how you lived your life. Before you weighed on them scales, you will see before you your life show up like a movie. And so I'm like, well, if that's the case, I'm like, I want to have a little bit more fun with this instead of taking everything so freaking serious. You know what I'm saying?
I got a mission to accomplish.
Yeah.
I got a mission to accomplish, man. So I don't even speak it at all. And my
eyes, you still here, bro? You still awake? You still alive?
What? Am I still? I'm over here writing a whole rap. I be multitasking for real. I'm over here writing a whole rap because something came to my head, and I just started running with what came to my head. And whenever it get like that, I have to go in on it, you know. But I'm not a rapper, though. I'm here.
I feel that.
MC Ricky D. MC Ricky D.
On the ones.
MC Ricky D. I was doing what she was doing because I was over on Rap Fame, and I was going through some tracks. Again, not to jump off topic because I want to keep it on topic. But I think that's another release for me, and I try to state that, like the aggression sometimes, it's like a boxer getting on the heavy bag or the speed bag, and you getting that aggression out, beating on that bag. You know what I'm saying? And I took that philosophy and I put it with myself and say, you know what? When you start feeling some kind of way, go write about it. Go rap about it. Go do something where that energy can fizzle out, but it's non-personal with a person. And then when you play these things, let people know these just thoughts in my head. I have to release and I have to pull in. Positive energies and let out negative energies, but it's not directed per se at anybody. Now, if some shit hit your ass, you know what I'm talking about? That means you must be guilty of some shit. You know what I'm saying? I can't do nothing about that part. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not targeting anybody. But that's what I do. I try to use music as a way to help me deal with them demons in that quiet pace, so that peace at that time what we was talking about don't get disturbed and I be in there shaking and thinking I gotta get, well, I'm gonna go all the way up because I love the herbage, man. I love to get that 13th quarter open, but I digress. I'm finna smoke some right now. But that's the thing, just finding that core center and doing what you do. Period. And y'all keep doing it, y'all do it so well. He said multitasking.
That's why I buzz all laughing, man.
That damn cheese.
And I knew I said it wrong as I was saying it. I just was hoping y'all didn't catch it. And the conversation kept going, so I'm like, oh well.
I can't make this shit up.
You're here, man. Come on now. Love is love.
Man, I'm so high.
And listen how I kick this one off, though, y'all. I swear, like, it's weird with this music shit, right? Because we're in the midst of having a conversation, and this shit just came in my head out of nowhere. I don't even know why. And then I just went, and then I just kept going. But I kicked it off. I said, I'll make you a big hit or a small pack or hustle different. I build big dreams from small. I said I build big dreams from small scratch. Our hustler's mission. I'm gonna just end it there until I'm done.
Cinematic. It's been. Hey, we finna have us a little movie here. You know what I'm saying? We looking for characters. You know what I'm saying? Just be real, a real character. Can you be a real character? Can you be a real character?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I tell you.
Where we at with it, y'all?
Y'all ever thought about doing a freestyle battle on here?
Excuse me.
Freestyle.
Hey, Icon. That's crazy. Did I not say that the other day, bro? Hey, sis, I promise you I just said that to bro the other day. Because he do it. He good at that. He's amazing at that. Like seriously. And I used to do the freestyle battles on my platform. So I'm like, man, I might start bringing that back.
Yeah, and when you bring it back, monetize it so they can fill out a form and pay to put their entry, come up on there and do and kick their shit.
Word.
Okay.
Word.
Well, y'all, it's 10:30 up in this piece. I'm at an hour and 29 minutes over here. I got hubby duties that's calling for me, and yeah, I'm still doing laundry, man. Like I'm still at work. Dave, and listen. Again, these are the lifelong lessons. Okay. Inside of spaces, it can be good. Inside of spaces, it can be bad. Inside of spaces, it can be goddamn ugly. I experienced all of these phases in my spaces. But at the end of the day, remember, I'm a very responsible person. What?
I'm talking about sis, bro. I'm sorry. Sis, hell, bro.
What happened?
Oh, man. I don't even want to see what her face expression is saying, bro. I don't even want.
But I got a book in my nose or some shit. Fill me in, please.
Oh shit!
I said, hubby, do this. She
I don't want to get you girl. Go be quiet.
Oh Lord, gee whiz, Gallagher. No. But seriously talking though, I did go on a journey yesterday, and I don't want to ever set myself up to ever leave. I won't just leave like that. But I want to say yesterday, in my hometown, we had a beautiful time at my baby brother's 50th birthday. Seeing some people I hadn't seen in a while. Got to meet some more of my family, and we balled out. I drove up there. I didn't get to bed till like 3 o'clock the next day because we had to do some stuff, and then I got up early this morning and drove all the way back, and I haven't even had no real rest. I ain't been asleep or nothing. I just been moving, trying to get everything accomplished, and plus take care of my jobs and stuff like that there. So I do have to take rest because I got stuff to do in the morning. And then around 5 o'clock I'll be done, and then I'll be open for some work after that there in these social media streets. I love being here with the family.
Who platform we locking in on? That's all you gotta do to let me know where we going.
Right. Well, we got 4 different platforms.
It's just a machine shape.
Right.
What I need to I don't know. We're gonna have to lock in on something other than them 2 because I can't get them on my phone right now until I go get this phone fixed. I can't even download no more apps, and they 2 of the apps that I deleted when I was trying to make room, because it's basically saying I used up too much of the day or whatever, you know. So
you deleted stereo.
Huh?
Why the hell you deleted stereo?
I told bro, I said, man, I started feeling the weird energy and shit. I'm good at detaching myself from weird energy and shit, sis. I really am, you know. So when I feel it, I'm out of there.
Right now, there's chaos.
That's what I'm saying. And I'm trying to avoid it, man, because, you know, it got to a point, like I said, sis, I was the same way you are. You know, I wanted to give that energy to certain people, but then it's like, man, if a motherfucker really take me there, I'm going to go overboard with it. And I might put myself in a fucked up situation because I really be on that, like for real, you know? So in order for me, it's basically me protecting my own energy, you know? At the end of the day, I ain't worried about nobody else because I know how far I'm gonna take this shit.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, bro, I'll let you go and go ahead and do your husbandly duties and get your rest, okay?
I'm screaming.
Yeah.
Hey, bro.
Remember now, what go around, come around.
I'm going to say that too. I said, you know, you're going to get your ass back.
Okay. It's all love. It's all love. To Chief, man, thank you for allowing me in the space, my brother. I can't make this shit up podcast. It's been a blast tonight. As always, shout out to both of the goddesses in the building. The energy that y'all bring, man, I'm used to Empress. And Miss Cher's Cake has definitely been a delight in the different exchanges, and we need to go light her space up, man. We need to get it.
That's what I was saying.
I want to do that.
Trying to get to.
Yeah.
That's what I was trying to get to. If you want to do something on TikTok or even on your YouTube platform, we can lock in. That's all I can do right now.
Okay. I'll be mainly like if I do anything outside of stereo. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A TikTok, I'm over there. I don't really do YouTube lives too much, but I mean I can get off into it. We'll talk about it though. But to the topic, can I say something before we go? I have a little piece. All right, so since the topic at hand is about the growth within, we always, went back based on this exchange to going back to yourself. So I wrote a little something. In English, we say self-love. In poetry, I say, I had to let go of the energy consistently playing the role of people pleaser and living authentically as me. Who am I? Where am I? Who am I destined to be? Are the questions that I often see. I look in the mirror and I see my soul, my face, my eyes, a bunch of stories untold. I see resilience and greatness. I embrace the blemishes, my cadence, my voice, my energy. Who I am, who I used to be, and even in the midst of chaos, I still smile with glee. Not as a mask, but waving my white flag, ultimately free. There we go.
Yes.
Major salute, general salute up in
Light
there.
your lighters.
Light the lighter up.
Light the lighter.
That's what's up, man.
Peace and love, my sister. I appreciate that. If y'all want to get y'all closes out to whatever, I don't know. Y'all going to sleep? What y'all doing? Well, bro, we already know what bro doing. What y'all about to do, sis?
I'll check y'all out tomorrow.
All right, bro. Peace.
All right, bro. Peace and love, my brother. I appreciate you as always. You know the vibes.
Always,
tribe.
We are the City Network, Circle of the Gods, 0.6. Man, I eat your chicken dinner. I take it from you.
Yeah, man. Man. Circle of Gods in the building, man.
Yes. Are we closing out with some last words?
I mean, whatever y'all want to do,
All right, for the people who's still in here watching, I just want to say the topic is the growth within. At the end of the day, we have to do the work. Ain't no shortcuts around it. You have to do the work. We live too much in a convenience society. We want everything microwavable. We want everything instant gratification. We want everything fast, like fast food. You got to do the work, because what I realize is anytime you try to do shortcuts with getting what you need to get to elevate, you still going to have to backtrack and go the long way around anyway. It's still going to bring you back to full circle. So don't take the shortcut. Do what you need to do to take yourself to your highest timeline, take yourself to the next level, and really, like, in between relationships, for those who keep going through like relationship shit, honestly, how I learned from that, you got to take a break in between these relationships and reflect. So you can have a better relationship with yourself. Because if you keep attracting the same person in a different person, it's you. You really have to be like, you know what? This guy was like this, or this girl was like this. Then I got with somebody else that was a little bit better. And the reason why sometimes we get with people and they're a little bit better than the previous person is because we learned a little bit from the last situation. So I feel like you're going to attract what you have learned from the last time. So if you didn't learn nothing, you literally going to attract the same person, a different avatar. If you learn a little bit, you're going to attract somebody who's a little bit better than the last person. If you separate from them and you learn a little bit more, you grow a little bit more, you're going to attract a person who is just a little bit better than what the previous person was. So just imagine if you took like a year hiatus from even dating and said, you know what, fuck it, I'm not dating nobody. I'm just going to pour into me. I'm going to level up in every which way possible. I'm going back to the gym. I'm eating better. I'm going to start fasting in between, like at least once a month. I'm going to start treating myself like I deserve to be treated, like royalty. I'm going to do spa days and, weekends, taking myself to the movies, dinner, whatever it is. when you come out of that, you're going to attract somebody who does all those things for you, like you was pouring into yourself, because you have leveled yourself up to where I'm not even accepting nothing below this level of standard of how I take care of myself. I'm not accepting nothing lower than this, how I treat myself. So because you poured so much into yourself, you ain't got no choice but to attract somebody who's going to pour all that into you plus. Mm-hmm. And guess what? The moment they show you they won't, it's not going to be hard for you to walk away, because you'll be like, what the fuck I'm dealing with this for? And I've been pouring all this love into myself. I'm not going to pour all this love into myself to drop my shit back down here dating somebody who don't appreciate and not showing me anything more than this. You know what I'm saying? So I just leave y'all with that. You feel me? Grow within first before you start reaching and extending yourself outwards. And that's
my closing statement will be stop minimizing your experience. You are what you attract. Learn, heal, and grow within. Simple as that.
Let's go. I mean, shit, I'm going to just leave it at my sister's words, and, because I probably would have said something similar to what they both said, so we just going to leave it at that, man. But I appreciate everyone who pulled out. Y'all know the vibes, man. This was I Can't Make This Shit Up podcast with myself, BigChief, my sister Empress and my other sister Miss Cheesecake, and our brother King Icon was in the building as well. Shout out to all the comments, everybody that pulled up and commented and showed love and participated in the show along with the fam. Cause this Big Mama's house, y'all. Like I don't know if y'all have an understanding of what I mean when I say we're in Big Mama's house, I don't even know if a lot of y'all even had the experiences of actually having a big mama within your lives, so that's why a lot of y'all don't understand how I'm pushing it, or that love that I consistently give. Like, a lot of y'all look at that shit as weird. Not saying y'all, my sisters, but I'm saying people. There's a lot of people that I give this type of love to. They don't get it. Like, they be running from it, like afraid. What the fuck? That shit weird. Why? Because you've never felt this. You've been in a household full of fake love all your life. You ain't even know it. Didn't even fucking know it, bro. Because I know what the fuck I'm delivering. This is pure love here. I promise y'all. I wake up every day blessing everyone, making sure everybody's accounted for type shit. What? Fuck? Huh? I'm not expecting anything. It's only meant for me to give. It ain't meant for me to receive. I understand my role within this universe for real. I'm not playing. What? Yeah, all right. Love is love, man. BigChief.
All right.
Ever the little one. You hear me? All right, Mr. I woke up like this. You heard? Hey. Love is love, man. I love y'all. We're going to lock in whenever y'all ready to lock in again, man.
Absolutely.
Y'all know the vibes.